spent 11 years career in the Army, in HM Forces. 9 of those years were spent with UKSF, United Kingdom Special Forces, where during that period I served in most major peacekeeping missions during that time, operations and training events throughout the world. Following that, I spent a year and a half working in London and have worked during the last 11 years mostly in what I would loosely term as the private security industry and defence industry, from my 5 years in Ecuador, a couple of years in London, and since then back here in Hereford. I have been involved in many different levels of communication, from high-level business negotiations, often in a foreign language, to low-level communications, diffusing a problem in an office. Communications. We've all been used to it in the military, but making that bridge to the civilian life is key, and making sure that you get the clear communications that you deserve so that people understand you effectively. Of course, much of the skills that I gained prior to leaving from the Career Transition Partnership and the Career Transition workshops that I attended were invaluable. One of the difficulties that you will have experienced, as I did, was that when you are in trouble, when you need answers quickly, you want them answered in the language that you have been accustomed to. What we will do here at Kidwells is we will translate effectively. We will help you get the answers in a language that you understand. Kidwells, based here in Hereford, I believe, having been a former client, provide a dynamic service that you would become accustomed to if you're dealing with a Tier 1 legal company from London or one of the major cities in the UK. Talk with me is free. And there'll always be a brew or a wet on for you, whichever part of the service you come from. So I'm here to represent you, to perhaps link you up, if appropriate, with an ex-military solicitor, an ex-military barrister, because they will, like me, speak the same language as you to help address the issue or the problem, or just the advice you may require as a service leaver, serving member of the armed forces, or, like me, an ex-forces personnel. Kidwells Military speak the same language as you, because all of us here at Kidwells Military are ex-forces. We have all spoken the same language, we have all been through many of the same experiences that you have been through, so this is an extended family of solicitors who represent you, communicating in the same language that you've become accustomed to.